All right, today we are diving into a card that feels like, I don't know, like a jolt of pure energy. It's like a messenger showing up at your door with this exciting new mission, and it's got your name written all over it. We're talking about the Page of Wands.
Have you ever gotten that feeling, that sudden, electrifying urge to just start something new? Maybe a new project, or a hobby, or just go on an adventure? It's that tiny little flicker of an idea that you just know could catch fire. Well, that's exactly where we're starting today.
See, that feeling, that impulse, that's pretty much the core message of the Page of Wands. It's kind of like the tarot's way of tapping you on the shoulder and going, hey, look over there. It's pointing you towards this brand new path just waiting for you.
And here he is, the Page of Wands himself. So, in tarot, this card is basically a messenger. He's showing up with good news, a whole rush of communication. Think of it as a sign, a signal that some amazing opportunity that totally lines up with your passion is right around the corner.
But, to really get what this messenger is trying to say, we can't just look at the card by itself. It doesn't work that way. We've got to understand the world he comes from, his suit, and what his specific job is in the tarot court.
Okay, so first up, the world of wands. This suit is all about action, energy, and just raw potential. And it's deeply, deeply connected to the element of fire.
Seriously, just picture a flickering flame for a second. That is the perfect symbol for the wands. It's all about energy that flows outward. This isn't about sitting quietly and thinking things over. No. It's about passionate involvement, about creating stuff, and about just getting things moving.
So, whenever we're in the realm of wands, we are talking about some big things. Pure enthusiasm, a real thirst for adventure, and having the confidence to actually take some risks. It's all about tapping into your own personal power and just unleashing that creative force on the world.
All right, so we get the fiery world he's from. But what about his job title, right? What does being a page in the tarot deck actually mean?
Think of the pages as, the spark plugs of the deck. Yeah, they bring news, but what's more important is that they bring an invitation. They just show up with this youthful, almost childlike enthusiasm that's basically screaming, what are you waiting for? Just go for it. But, and this is key, that youthful energy, well, it can sometimes be more enthusiastic than experienced. It represents pure, raw potential that really needs some direction.
Now, to make his specific message super clear, it really helps to compare him to his earthy counterpart, the Page of Pentacles. People get these two confused all the time, but the news they bring is totally different. The Page of Wands, he brings a spark, a creative opportunity. The Page of Pentacles, on the other hand, is signaling something more tangible, like wealth or prosperity.
And the difference is crystal clear when you just break it down by their elements. Wands is fire, right? So it's all about messages, passion, inspiration. Pentacles is earth, so it's focused on money, solid offers, tangible results you can hold. You see, the Page of Wands isn't showing up with a business plan. No, he's bringing you that brilliant idea that a business could be built on.
Okay, so with all that context in our back pocket, let's really decode this page's message. What is he trying to tell you when he shows up in one of your readings?
This quote right here, it really says it all. This isn't just any opportunity. It's a chance to go after something that truly, genuinely excites you. Something that feeds your soul and lights up your creative spirit.
He's basically delivering a super clear call to action. It's a call to be creative, to express yourself in a totally new way. It's a call to be enthusiastic, to just jump in with both feet. A call to be confident in what you can do. And maybe most importantly, a call to be courageous, to take that leap and really dare to be great. So in your own life, what does this feel like? Well, it might be that sudden, brilliant idea you just can't stop thinking about. Or maybe it's a huge wave of optimism after you've been feeling down for a while. Or it could be an unexpected invitation that just lights you up inside. That's the Page, delivering his message. Just remember, though, he's the raw spark, not the finished, roaring fireplace. So, okay, you've gotten the message. The really critical question is, now what? What do you do with it? Let's talk about how you actually answer that call.
I mean, it's one thing to get a really exciting idea, right? But it's a whole other ballgame to actually act on it. So how do you take all this fiery, enthusiastic energy and harness it without just letting it burn out or, fizzle into recklessness? You can kind of think of it like a 4-step process. Step 1, you have to spot the opportunity, that new idea that just makes your spirit buzz. Step 2, you embrace it. Really let yourself get fired up about it, no second guessing. Third, you got to be brave.
This is the moment to take a real risk instead of just playing it safe. And finally, step 4, you act. Bring your unique creativity to the table, and this is so important, have fun with it.
And that brings us to the final question that this card is really asking you. The Page of Wands, he's done his job. He's delivered his message. He's shown you a new path, a new project, a new adventure. So the only thing left to decide is, what creative spark are you going to choose to ignite?
And there you have it, our deep dive into the Page of Wands. Hey, if this explainer sparked a little inspiration for you, we'd love it if you could help us keep our own creative fires burning. You know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.